Hey guys, it's Kat. Welcome to a brand new makeup transformation. Today we're going to do a makeup of Morty from the TV show Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is one of my all-time favorite TV shows, but it's not for younger audiences. But you can still enjoy the painting of any age. If you haven't seen my Rick makeup, you should definitely check it out. It's going to be the first link in the description box down below. Morty is the grandson to Rick of the makeup that I did before, and he's kind of a pushover, and he's always bullied into going on these crazy adventures that his scientist grandfather always pressures him to do. He's always scared and frightened and nervous, but he's so cute and adorable, and I decided to do a makeup of him today, so let's get started and see if we can do this. To get my hair out of the way, I am definitely going to put a wig cap on today because I'm going to put a wig on that's of ginger short hair, just like Morty from the TV show Rick and Morty. Then I'm going to get some glue stick and start flattening down my eyebrows. Multiple layers of glue stick and powder depending on how thick your eyebrow hairs are. You want to make sure each layer of glue and powder is completely dry before moving on to the next one. Once your eyebrows are flattened down so that we could paint on it, and they're completely dry, I'm getting some makeup face primer and priming my face around those eyebrows. My entire face, but not on the eyebrows. Then this step is totally optional, but I'm getting some orange concealer that's going to correct all the dark circles under my eyes. And I'm going to get some green concealer to correct all the redness around my nose and certain parts of my chin and areas that I may have some blemishes. Before getting a white eyeliner pencil, we are going to do kind of a paint by numbers. I am outlining the entire face of Morty, especially his big eyes. This is an animated cartoon character and he has very large eyes, just like how I did in my Rick makeup. And I'm also going to draw his nose on top of the bridge of my nose. You really want to look at reference pictures for this to determine where his features are on his face, like his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. And I'm drawing his mouth on the upper lip over my actual mouth and lips. And some lines to half my ears. That sounds weird, but his ears are smaller than mine. I'll show you later. Then I'm going to get some foundation with a small paintbrush just to get around all of those features that we drew on, like the eyes. We don't want to get this foundation color in the white eyeballs that we drew on. So this is going to give you more control so that you don't get foundation just everywhere. And around his mouth as well, as you can see. Now I'm just getting my damp beauty blender with the foundation and blending all the rest of my face around the features of his eyes and mouth. You may want to use a foundation that's definitely full coverage, nothing too light, because we are doing a cartoon character. They don't have many blemishes and it's just a straight up skin tone. I'm also getting some of my concealer. This is the NYX HD full coverage wand concealer, but any full coverage concealer will work to cover those orange correctors in my bags under my eyes, because cartoon characters like Morty do not have under eye bags or circles. And once you blend that out with a brush, we also want to make sure that I set it with some translucent powder very quickly, because this concealer dries very fast and I want to set it before it creases. And I did the same thing to the other eye. I'm also putting more concealer around my nose and areas that I have blemishes, because again, cartoons, they have perfect skin unless they're drawn otherwise with pimples. So I'm blending all that concealer out and powdering it down with translucent powder just to set my entire foundation and face. You can also get some very light highlighter. This is the Laura Mercier 01 Baked Highlighter to put it under your eyes, especially for people like me who have sinkage under the eyes. Now I'm just going back to that white eyeliner pencil and repositioning my eyeballs. I feel like they were a little bit too big, and getting that concealer to cover the mistakes of the other line of the eyeballs that I did before, because I'm making my eyeballs just a little bit smaller and more even, the outline of them before we start painting them. Now it's time to get my Ben Nye Death Wheel palette in this cream burgundy color, and I'm going to paint in my mustache, or the little mouth that Morty has. Sometimes I like to be funny because it looks like a poopy brown mustache stain. But you want to make sure you fill in all of that part of the mouth that we outlined before, but leave a little part of your bottom lip where it's going to be like his tongue when his mouth is open wide in shock about all the adventures him and his grandpa have to go on. I'm also getting some brown cream paint to paint in his little tongue area of the mouth. Once the burgundy cream paint on our inner part of the mouth is on, I'm going to powder it down with some translucent powder. And then I'm going to get one of the Halloween must-haves for makeup looks this year and all years, NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and color in my eyebrows. We want to use cream paint on our eyebrows because we don't want to break down the adhesive of the glue stick, so cream paint will be best for this. Making sure all of that is patted onto our eyebrows before powdering it down with translucent powder, and then we're going to dip into our white aqua paint. I'm using Wolf Brothers aqua paint today because I find that has a waxy consistency that makes it very, very pigmented, opaque on the eyes and eyelids, and it dries very, very fast. That means it's less likely to crack and crease on me, and you have to be very patient with this because you don't want to mess up, and we're trying to make both eyes completely round over our eyelids and the base of the eyeball starting off on our upper lash line, and you want to make them semi-even. So again, take your time, keep taking selfies of yourself with your camera phone to make sure both eyes are even with your eyes closed. Once your eyeballs look like powdered donuts without the hole of them in the center cut out, I'm going to dry that paint with a hairdryer. And then I'm going to get some black aqua paint to paint in my ears. Well, just half of them. The topper part of my ear, I'm going to make it pretend like it's not there and paint it to match the backdrop. Because Morty's ears are very cute and tiny. They are little circles on the side of his big round head. So by painting the top of my ears, they're going to look smaller. Then with the same aqua paint in a very, very tiny thin detail brush, I'm going to paint his nose on top of the bridge of my nose. I feel like I have to hold my breath whenever I do detailed work like this. If you don't have this black aqua paint, you could probably use some cream eyeliner or liquid eyeliner, especially for detail like this. And I'm using the same paint to outline the mouth. And I'm going to get some brown aqua paint with a very thin brush to paint his eyebrows. They are very short, thin, and slanted to make him look worried all the time on what adventure his grandpa Rick is going to take him on next. I'm also getting a felt eyeliner pen, and I'm going to outline his eyeballs because most characters, this reminds me of The Simpsons, but they're outlined in black. You have to make this detailed and crisp. You can't do too many mistakes, but if you do, you can always correct it, hopefully with some concealer once this eyeliner dries down. We just want to outline these white orbs that are going to be Morty's eyeballs. Be careful, be patient, unlike Grandpa Rick from the show. If you do a mistake, again, like I said, you could definitely get some concealer and fix that up and powder it down. Morty definitely has those squiggly pupils just like his Grandpa Rick and all the characters from the show, so paint those on as well. Now I'm going to get my Makeup Geek matte black eyeshadow and corrupt and color in kind of an ombre, darker on the corners and lighter towards the middle of his mouth to make some shadow to make it look like there's depth to the inside of his mouth of this cartoon. Now it's time to get my honey yellow aqua paint and paint on Morty's t-shirt. He's known to wear this mustard yellow t-shirt in the TV show, so I'm painting that t-shirt just a little bit smaller than my head. He has a very large bulbous round head and a smaller body, so I'm painting his t-shirt and body smaller than the head. You want to make this very pigmented and opaque so you can do as many layers as you want. And then once it's dry, powder it down with some translucent powder so that it doesn't crease on us. Now it's time to get some black aqua paint. Get one that's very opaque. I'm using Wolf Brothers, but Graftobian is also very good. Wolf Brothers just has some wax in it to make it a little bit more thicker and harder to wash off. So if you're not used to washing off many body paints, I would definitely use Graftobian because it's more of a water base and this is more of a mixture of a wax and aqua base, but it's going to blend in very nicely to the background, but it does take some time to scrub off. I'm just doing this around the yellow t-shirt to frame his body to make it look smaller than his head. With a thin paintbrush, I'm also getting that black aqua paint and painting the sides and detail of his shirt. Make it look like he has little arms poking out. And I'm getting more of that mustard yellow aqua paint and painting my chin to make his face look more round. Getting that black eyeliner pen again and painting the outline of his chin on top of mine. And now it is time to get a wig. I got this wig off of Amazon, but any ginger wig will do. Kind of reminded me of his hair color in the TV show. And with that, we are completely done with our Morty makeup from the TV show Rick and Morty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're also a fellow fan of the TV show Rick and Morty, I would highly suggest you check out my Rick makeup as well. Links to that will be down in the description box below. If you love to see makeups like this and other makeups of beauty, fantasy, some body painting in a class in person taught by me, and you live in the LA area, I will be teaching a class on Saturday, September 30th from 1 to 4 in Burbank, California at Adamis Beauty Academy. Tickets are $75 and you get a $300 worth of makeup in a goodie bag. It's going to be so much fun and I hope to see some of you there. Here's the info to get your tickets and it will be down in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now it's time for me to turn back into myself from Morty. This was so much fun. Leave me a comment down below on what other Halloween makeup tutorials you would love to see from me this year. I'm taking any and all suggestions because there's so many more makeup videos that I want to film for you guys for ideas for you to turn into for Halloween. We could do stuff that's more simple, more complicated. If you guys do this makeup or any makeup from my YouTube channel, please post it on Instagram so I can see it and tag me, #katsketch. I would love to see your guys' work. I know most of you are very talented as well. If you guys want to see a little bit behind the scenes on how these videos are made or just want to know what's up with me, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm on Snapchat just every day. All that will be down below in the description box as well, and all the products that I used in this video to create this makeup. But now it's time for me to go and take a shower. I look so gross, but I'll see you in the next video. Bye!